Good afternoon for all of you that have joined us here at Boshears for the 2013-14 Boshears Center for Exceptional Programs graduation. We are thrilled that everyone is here, all of the friends, family, relatives of our graduates. You are truly our honored guests today. We do have some former employees that are here that I would like to recognize. If I've overlooked anyone, please just stand up and wave at us. But I see Barbara Farnham, who was the former assistant principal here at Boshears. Karen Hacker is sunning in Florida right now. I don't know why she chose to go there instead of be here, but apparently that was her choice. Pam Roberts, who used to be in our front office. We also have some very special district guests here with us today. Kim Tunnell, our interim superintendent. And Ms. Tunnell, if you would join us on the stage, please, we'd appreciate that. I know Mr. Wayne Boshears is not a district employee, but I think he'll always be an honorary district employee. So Mr. Wayne Boshears, please join us. I think we had graduation without him last year, so we're glad he's back. Dr. Christy Hansen is our Chief Academic Officer, and she is here with us today. Dr. Hansen, if you would come join us, please. Joe Coburn is our Executive Director of Secondary Education. He is here as well. Mr. Coburn, if you'd please join us on the stage as well. And again, if I've overlooked anyone, I see one school board member, and that is Mr. Wade Washman. Please welcome him to Boshears. Okay, we do have a nurse here, but we would rather not use her. Thank you, Wade, for making that good. It kind of lightened the load a little bit, you know. So I appreciate all the help I can get in that aspect. We do appreciate everyone being here. It just makes it special for us and for our students. I have another group of people that I do want to recognize, and I know I will overlook somebody because there are so many people that made this happen, but I do have a few names. So please, if you are on the committee, I know Greg Danielson, most of these are outside waiting to come in. He was our chairperson. Ivory Campbell, Shirley Waddleton, Susan Hudler, Melissa Dean, Brenda Warren, Pat Trent, Kimberly Lobo, who will be responsible for making the video, getting everything organized for it, Brooke Parker, and especially our custodial staff, Johnny Perkins and Eric Scott. Give them a round of applause. Well, you for sure did not come here to hear me talk, and I am so grateful for that because I'll be lucky to get through the little bit that I am going to talk. So the fewer words I can say, the better off we will be tonight. So without further ado, the reason we are here is to welcome and recognize our 2014 graduates. Perez Martin Allen. Jasmine Marie Cervantes, she is unable to be here. She'll be represented by her teacher, Sue-Ann Pullen. Darius Guyvon Fisher. Lozano Carrillo. Jason Andrew Parks. William Robert Reuter. Montana Noel Saunders. Rex Allen Tulos Jr. Thank you so much. At this time, our graduates are going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Star-Spangled Banner. So please listen carefully for their participation with our pledges and our national anthem.
Por favor, pónganse de pie para el saludo a las banderas. Please stand for the pledges.
Wait a minute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Start over. Bring him over here. Let him use this one. Will, come over here and use this one. Tell him to come over here and use this one. Come use this one. Okay, come stand by me and use this one.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, One. And individual.
You got it. Thank you so much for participating with us and our graduates in that. At this time, I would like to ask Mrs. Kim Tunnell, the Interim Superintendent of Tyler Independent School District, to come and share a few words with us. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you. Well, it's truly an honor for me to be here, and actually it's very fitting. This is my first official task as an interim superintendent, and I couldn't be more proud to stand and represent our district in the graduation of these 8 wonderful individuals. It's a day to celebrate Perez, Jasmine, Darius, Manuel, Jason, Will, Montana, and Rex. This is a very special day for you. It's also a really special day for those around that love you and have worked with you over the years. Graduation is not only an ending to this chapter in life, but it's a new beginning as well. There's a new adventure that will be coming for you, and we're excited about that for you, and look forward to hearing about the things that you will be doing and the activities that you'll be participating in. I would like for all the parents and family members of these 8 graduates to stand so that we could recognize you. I want to thank you. Thank you for entrusting your children to us and letting us be part of their lives. It has really, truly been a blessing, I know, for the staff here and for us in Tyler ISD to be able to be a small piece in the growth and development of your children. And I'd also like to have the staff members stand as well. I can truly say that there is not a better group of people in Tyler ISD as far as staff members than the staff that works here tirelessly, hour after hour, and the commitment and dedication that you have is truly not only a service, but also a ministry. And so I want to acknowledge you and all the things that you do on a daily basis for these children. And I want to close with a quote from Helen Keller. She said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." And I know that these graduates have that feeling of love and support and appreciation from the staff and the families here. So congratulations, graduates, and again, we're so proud of you for your accomplishment.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your leadership and giving your time to come and spend here and participate in our program with us tonight. Our graduates have been on a long journey, and I did not know what Ms. Tunnell was going to say, but that quote leads us perfectly into the video that we want to view at this time, because it is truly a journey that they have gone on to arrive at this day. And I think the video will show you exactly the journey that they have been on. So please enjoy.
What is this feeling stirring deep inside? I can't control, I cannot hide. Where will it take me? I cannot say. But this is my moment, yeah, this is my day. All of my troubles seem to disappear. Don't need the notes, I can play it by ear. But when is tomorrow but miles away? 'Cause this is my moment, yeah, this is my day.
Darius has been a student here at Boshears since he was 2 months old. His teachers have been Karen Hacker, Jody Weaver, Rebecca Wright Davis, Judy Wright, Donna Holt, Andrea Hathcote, Brooke Parker, and Greg Danielson. I have always been amazed at the way Darius gets around. He has learned to use his cane, but I have always been amazed at the way he uses his ears. He is an auditory learner, you see. His navigation has always utilized his keen sense of hearing. His hearing is so good that sometimes he seems to everyone watching that he is really seeing with his eyes. It is uncanny the way he can get around and follow me just by the sound of my feet touching the ground. His orientation and mobility teacher has even told me that his skills at getting around really rival the skills of his peers. I will never forget how he likes to spin. I could hold his hand and he would start spinning around and burst out in contagious laughter. And then he would grab me and start climbing as if I were a tree, up my body, into my arms with such great joy. I think that must have been one of the first days that I met him, and that is when he captured my heart. I am not sure when he learned to talk. I feel like he has always talked. He always had a way to say yes and no. He could say no very clearly, and he learned to say yes with a tap-tap of his hand. And he had his symbols that he used to do his schedule and to make choices. And then I still remember how shocked people were when he started saying more words. He was counting towels one day as he delivered them from classroom to classroom, and Brooke Parker was standing there talking to another teacher and stopped what she was doing to ask me if that was Darius's voice she heard. I replied yes, and she was so proud of him that day. But when he started to greet people with a hi and hello, people began to love to stop to say hi to him just to hear his beautiful voice. Now he can say all kinds of words, with favorites such as beanbag, music, PE, eat lunch, daddy, cake, love, mama, bye-bye, brush your teeth, and sentences saying, good morning, Brenda. I want straw, I want chocolate milk, I want juice, I want to go to the room, I want to run, and seemingly whatever comes to him that he wants to say. Darius, I hope you will always speak up and let people know what you are thinking. Darius, you taught me this. Listen to your surroundings and see with your heart.
I'm Brenda Corley, and I was Jasmine's teacher for 4 years at St. Louis. I remember that one of her favorite things to do was to dress up, either while pretending to be glamorous in girl group, or for real when going to the Willowbrook Christmas party. She loved to get compliments on how cute she looked, and she always looked cute. Her favorite toys were shiny and noisy. The more bling, the better. Jasmine had her own way of doing things. If I set her up to play with toys around her hands, she would start moving her feet. She loved the feel of crackly things under her feet. Once she was positioned in the standing frame with her hands in slings, attached to a pulley in such a way that if she moved one hand up, the other hand would move down. Did she do that? No. She moved both hands forward. She was quite proud of herself for figuring out how to use that setup to push a switch with both hands at the same time. Jasmine was eager to participate in just about anything we asked her to do. She was even game for doing the messy art and sensory activities, especially if students from other schools were involved in the project. She especially loved getting her hair and nails done and would definitely let people know by her facial expressions when she liked or did not like something. She always loved to be right in the middle of whatever action was going on in the classroom. She was quick to express her opinion about the activities, smiles for playing in music class, scowls when she concentrated on new strange experiences, like Therapets, pouts and eye rolls, and big sighs that said, "I can't believe you're making me do this." What I remember most fondly was that wonderful giggle that said she was just in love with life.
Jason has enriched the lives of so many teachers and assistants and everyone who has worked with him at St. Louis and Boshears. His teachers have been Sally Henry, Sharon Bolton, Shelley Sumner, Brooke Parker, Carol Smith, Teresa Sarders, and Greg Danielson. Anyone who has ever spent any time with him knows that if Jason wants something, he will find a way to get it. He will crawl across the floor, scoot his wheelchair over, or use those Stretch Armstrong arms to reach all the way across the room to get it. He loves to have fun. If there's a party going on, he will be right in the middle of the mix. One thing I will never forget about Jason are his elaborate Halloween costumes. He has been so many awesome things that I've never seen anyone do before, including an ocean scene, Scooby-Doo, a frog, a bee, lots and lots of things that his loving mother made him. This poem reminds me so much of Jason. Keep on smiling. If at times you feel you want to cry, and life seems such a trial, above the clouds there's a bright blue sky, so make your tears a smile. As you travel on life's way, with its many ups and downs, remember it's quite true to say, one smile is worth a dozen frowns. Among the world's expensive things, a smile is very cheap, and when you give a smile away, you get one back to keep. Happiness comes at times to all, but sadness comes unbidden, and sometimes a few tears must fall among the laughter hidden. So when friends have sadness on their face, and troubles round them pile, the world will seem a better place, all because you smiled. I don't know how many times over the past years that I have been feeling blue or frustrated, and all it took was that wonderful smile of yours, Jason, to lift my spirits. It would just make my day. Jason, your smile is a gift to all that know you. Thank you for sharing it with us. Keep on smiling and flying high, little bee.
I had the honor of being Manuel's teacher 5 years ago when we were still at the old school. I only had this honor for 1 year, but it was a memorable year. He always loved the hopsa. It gave him a freedom to move that couldn't be achieved in any other way. He loved to kick the balls around, but the best day ever was the day he marched around the room and just kept going. He had a big grin on his face and he was so pleased with himself. Manuel's mom was very diligent about writing in his communication notebook. She always started the note with, "Mira maestra," which means, "Look, teacher." And I knew she had something important to say. His family is very important to Manuel. They are his caretakers, and they really take good care of him. Nothing was funnier to Manuel than when someone would make a mistake. He laughed so hard at it that we would often pretend to mess up just to see the smile on his face. Manuel has always been the master of the jokes at school. He's a regular comedian. He uses a voice output switch to tell his jokes, and he always starts laughing long before the punchline. Engaging in social interactions has probably been one of his favorite activities at school. Manuel has had many teachers over the years. Some of them were Brenda Corley, Greg Danielson, Mindy Sumner, Carol Smith. But as much as Manuel learned over the years, he also taught each of us. He taught each of us to smile at adversity, to just keep going, even if others tell you you can't do something. And, most importantly, Mama always knows best. You will be missed, Manuel.
Montana Saunders has been an asset to Boshears and to St. Louis School. If I summed her up in one word, it would be Energizer Bunny. Okay, so Montana simply can't be summed up in one word. From seeing her walk down the hallway in her walker to walking her teacher Greg down the hallway reminds me of just how much determination Montana has. She is a girl who knows what she wants and speaks volumes with her hands to communicate. She handed her PEC symbol for movie time or snack time to me, her teacher of 2 years, and then began traveling to me to hand me the movie symbol. Yes, determination to get her movie. She has become an expert at the traveling stage of PECs when it comes to movie time and snack. According to some of her teachers, Miss Henderson, Sally Henry, Rebecca Davis, Carol Smith, myself, Teresa Sarders, and Greg Danielson, she has strength in her little body, amazing strength. Needless to say, when she wants something, she gets something. Another thing that the teachers have to say, according to Greg Danielson, he loves how Montana flicks his knee with her finger to tell him hello, and I love you. Montana would scoot around on the floor and spin her Winnie the Pooh toy and just really enjoy that. And when she got really excited, she would flick her hair on the sides and say, "Chee, chee, chee." Montana, we will always love you. We will always miss you, and forever you will be remembered because of your strength and determination. I know this is not the last time we have heard of Montana Saunders.
Perez Allen has been at Boshears for 12 years. His teachers have been Brenda Corley, Donna Holt, Teresa Sarders, Carol Smith, and Greg Danielson. Perez has a great admiration for country music. He has the dedication of a true musician. Like many guitar players, his father can tell of times that Perez will pluck at his guitar for hours, and even as he got blisters on his fingers, he would want to keep playing. I love watching him as his favorite song plays. He has many expressions that he shows for his approval of a song. Sometimes he will look up toward the ceiling like he is deeply contemplating the music's melody and chord progressions. In his standing frame, he will laugh and roll back and forth in rhythm to the music, and if you're walking by him, he will reach out and grab you to share a dance with him. Other times, he will reach out and grab his cup of Boost and put it to his mouth, tipped all the way up as if to toast the song playing, and to top it off with a good-tasting drink. As one of his favorite musical influences, Garth Brooks writes in his song, "Standing Outside the Fire," "There's this love that is burning deep in my soul, wanting to fly higher and higher. Life is not tried. It is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire." Perez is one who lives his life inside the fire with great love of his music and his family. He puts all of his heart into everything he does. He is a mover and a shaker. Our therapists have been amazed at his continued desire to move and climb. He has become proficient at climbing into his bed at home and into couches at school. One day I put him on the floor to stretch out, and the next thing I know, he's up on the couch leaning sweetly on another student. He really enjoys moving around in the hopsa. He will dance around the room and it while listening to his music, and he has also been known to go to his friends and give them a big bear hug. Perez, you have taught me always to keep a song in your heart and a smile on your face.
Rex is one of those students that can teach you a lot if you have the patience to listen to what he is saying. He has a habit of repeating things over and over, so you might have to listen for the good that may come in between. When his dad was here, he would ask Rex, "Who made you so good looking?" Rex would always answer, "You did." Those were fun times when Dad would come and have lunch with us. One morning he came in saying, "Your mouth is a clown." You never knew what he was going to say. If you ever need to know who's doing the country countdown on Saturday morning, just listen to Rex. He will tell you. This is Kix Brooks and Ronnie Dunn counting down the top country songs in the USA. It was Alan Jackson for a while, so pay attention to get the scoop on who's who on the radio. Rex also knows how to stand his ground while in the classroom. Rex always comes to the room, parks his wheelchair on the very edge of the carpet. At one point, Carol and company decided he needed to do group time at the table with the rest of the class. We could not keep him and his wheelchair at the table, so we put him in a regular chair at the table. He moved just as fast in that regular chair as he bounced and half scooted himself back to his regular spot right at the edge of the carpet. He answered all the questions just as well from there, so Rex won that battle. Then came the smart board, and he could answer every question asked of him on the smart board. You guessed it, from his little spot at the edge of the carpet. Rex is fun, energetic, and spontaneous. He is a lover, not a fighter. Unless, however, you make him mad trying to keep him awake when he's sleepy. Who knows, he may be the next DJ counting down the top country songs on the radio.
Will has been such a joy to each of his teachers over the last 9 years. His teachers were Betty Clancy, myself, and Jenny Montalvo at St. Louis, followed by Dakisha Lewis, Lauren Phillips, and Teresa Sarders at the Boshears Center. Will is an exceptional young man, and when I think about him, there are a couple of things that come to mind. First of all, Will is the fastest worker with the most independent nature. I once told his family that an employer would be honored to have him because they'd get more work out of him than they do their other employees. Whether it was cooking, shredding, rolling silverware, putting a puzzle together, or preparing newspapers, he would work fast and would not quit until the job was done. He was also independent in being able to find missing materials for his jobs, even if it meant him looking through cabinets, cubbies, closets, or the teacher's desk. He knew where things were and how to get to them quicker than you could turn around and say, "Will," and you usually didn't have to say much more than that because he would finish the sentence by saying, "That's Brooks," or "Don't touch that." Will was also dedicated to learning as much as we could teach him. One of my favorite activities to do with Will was delivering laundry with him and a friend. Rebecca Davis and I would always say that we could see his wheels turning as he tried so hard to find just the right words to talk to others during this activity. Although he might occasionally need some prompting, he always tried his hardest and was never quick to give up or become frustrated. During his laundry routine, he would walk by a whiteboard that we used to sign up for equipment. When he learned to write his name, we would frequently see that he had signed himself up for some equipment. Will holds a very special place in the hearts of many for the young man that he is today. Thank you to Pete, Rhonda, Mary Helen, and Elizabeth for investing in him and for sharing him with us. He is what he is today because of your love, encouragement, high expectations, and support. I am so proud of his success here with us and wish him well as he continues on at achieving dreams.
believe that just about says it all better than any of us could ever say it. So thank you for everyone who participated in making that video possible. And at this time, if our graduates would prepare to receive their diplomas and join me on the stage, please. Mrs. Tunnell and Mr. Boshears are going to assist us in presenting the diplomas to our graduates today. Perez Martin Allen. Jasmine Marie Cervantes is receiving, Suen Pullen, her teacher, is receiving her diploma today since she is unable to attend. Darius Guyvon Fisher. Manuel de Jesus Lozano Carrillo. Jason Andrew Parks. Come on out here, come on out here, come on out here. Come on out here. He's throwing everything. He's got to hug everybody. I think he's definitely a ham. He likes the stage. William Robert Reuter. In the group, I believe. Montana Noel Saunders. Ah, she likes the jewelry. A little fashionista there, I think. Rex Allen Tulos, Jr.
Jeans.
Bad boy.
Join me in honoring our 2014 graduates. If you will refer to the back page of your program and join with us in singing the Boshears School Song.
Won't you come with us? We're on our way to Boshears Center. Won't you come with us? We're on our way to school. So much to see, so much to do. We've got a special place for you. We'll play some game and have some fun. We have room for everyone. Won't you come with us? We're on our way to Boshears Center. Won't you come with us? We're on our way to school. There's lots of people waiting there, lots of ones who really care. So join in and have some fun. Help us sing our song. Won't you come with us? We're on the way to Boshears Center. Won't you come with us? We're on our way to school. We're on our way to school.
Thank you again for joining us today in honoring our graduates and their achievements. I was thinking at other graduation events that I've been at over the years, I always try to find some inspiring words to share at this point, but in the past few years, I've just decided that the best way to conclude a graduation program is just to say, let's eat some cake. So please remain and join us for a reception in honoring our graduates. And this concludes our program for today. Thank you again.